I saw it in the Forsyth Memorial Hospital, in the Cancer Center, and I thought it was so beautiful, stunning.
I first heard of John's work through Marie. She told me that he was a glass artist.
I thought he did stained glass, and I called and made an appointment. I came to the studio, and we sat down, and he said,
This is not something I do. I don't do stained glass windows, and what they wanted was a Moravian seal, which is a realistic image of a lamb with a cross in the background. So I told them I don't do realistic images, and I told them that I don't do stained glass windows.
So we left that day, and the next morning the phone rang, and it was John, and he said, Marie, I wish you and Paul would come here. I have something exciting to tell you.
And when we got here, I looked around, and we took a tour, and I was somewhat awed because it wasn't what I expected. But when I saw what he does, then I was certainly awed again.
I felt led by the Lord coming up here to this studio.
But I said, let me make a cross for you.
When I went home that day, I had already decided in my mind that I was going to do this.
We were excited about it. John was excited about it. And we said we would like for him to do it for our new building in our church.
So we started on it right after the first of the year. Well, towards the end of January, a gentleman from the Episcopalian Church came and said, John, we've got a new chapel. We'd like you to make a cross for us. I said, well, that's interesting. And we talked about it for a while. And then as we were talking about that for the next few weeks, some folks came from a Baptist church and wanted to do something. Well, at that point, I thought, this is too coincidental. There's too much synchronicity here. There must be some kind of message, or life is giving me something. There's something for me to do here. So I thought, I need to start making crosses. And that's how it started, really.
And I became involved in this project with John Kuhn as he was asked to do a stained glass window for a client. And John doesn't do stained glass windows, so he came and asked my studio to participate. And as we worked together on that project, we felt like that it was a good fit for all of us. And so I started working with John in the sacred glass.
And then several months later, as I had been making several of these crosses,
he called me on the phone. He said, hey, what if we give one of these crosses to the Pope?
What do you think about that?
And I thought, gosh, that's a great idea. So we started working on that endeavor, and found out that it's not quite as easy as you think to just say, hey, I believe I'll give one of these to the Pope.
Well, he talked to a few priests who put him in touch with a bishop, who eventually got us to the Archbishop, Pietro Sambi, in Washington, D.C., who is the ambassador to the Vatican, and they said yes.
We went to the meeting with the Apostolic Nuncio. He met John and I. He saw the cross. He was overwhelmed with the beauty of it and the radiance. And when we asked permission to present this to the Pope, he immediately saw the light and granted us an audience.
It felt like a very significant milestone in my life, that I should be able to create something and make a presentation to somebody like Pope Benedict.
What we're doing is making a trip now. It's an inspirational journey for me and for, I think, everyone that's involved in it.
It's going to be a life-changing event for my family and for, I hope, everyone else who joins us. Just the special opportunity really not afforded to many people in the world, and just absorbing the whole magnitude of it has been something that I've been thinking about for the month now, nonstop.
I said to Marie, can't go. And about 2 seconds later, I said, we'll go.
When you think about going to Rome and actually seeing the Pope is a very spiritual thing, regardless of your religious background or even your religious thoughts. This is the head of the church, the Holy Father of the Catholic Church.
I think it is a wonderful trip, and that we'll all be blessed by it, going there.
To be granted an audience with the Pope is a lifetime achievement. I mean, it's something that I'll probably never top again in my life.
It's going to be very rewarding to share this experience with so many people. You know, that's so meaningful to me, to share it with so many people who have been meaningful in my life in any number of ways. I think Paul and Marie Nifong are coming along with their family. They started me on this journey.
And so, but I really wanted to go because I knew that it would be an honor to go with John, and the thrill, and I'm still on cloud nine.
So it's very significant to me that they're coming along. Some of the other people, Al Priest and his wife, are coming, and they've shared in some aspects of this journey. All my children are coming, which is so rewarding. You know, I don't know anybody else who's ever been on the pulpit with the Pope. So for all my kids to see me up there is a pretty incredible event.
There's so many elements that we are hoping to introduce to people, whether they've been to Rome before or not. Many people who will be on this trip have been to Rome or Italy once or many times before, and then some people will be there first time. And so we try to design the itinerary so that we'll have some of the classic things that you would expect in a trip to Rome, like a visit to the Vatican and the Sistine Chapel, once in a lifetime opportunity, which is the presentation of the cross to the Pope.
Not only is it a spiritual feeling for anyone who wants to participate in this, that it's going to be a fun trip. We're going to see different things, some tours. We're going to see sights and artwork that none of us have ever experienced.
This local artist is doing this world-renowned work, this important work, and the people here in this area have an opportunity to join in with him. I think it speaks volumes about John Kuhn, the artist, about the work that he's done and the work that he's going to do.
As an artist, to have my work displayed at the Vatican alongside people like Leonardo da Vinci, Michelangelo, and countless other very, very historically significant artists, sculptors and painters, is an achievement that I could never have imagined when I started this journey as a glass artist some 33 years ago.
If you look at a wooden cross, it has a very, very specific meaning in religion. It's the love of God. But it's an inanimate object. But when you look at the cross that John's produced here, its spiritual radiance is amazing.
We think of the light of the cross, like in him was life, and the life was the light of all men, all people.
I mean, we're talking about an artist that his work is displayed in over 40 different museums around the world. You know, a permanent piece in the White House collection. People like Oprah Winfrey have a piece. We get cards and letters on a regular basis from people who collect his work, his sculptures. For those of you that are going along on this trip, I know without a doubt that it's going to be an inspirational journey indeed. It's something that's going to stay with you the rest of your life. And to be a part of this in this brief history of time, I think is a wonderful thing, that others can go along and share in this journey with John.